In this video we are going to talk about the top 10 most expensive foods in the world. Food, heavenly food. It takes very little to make a man happy. Simply serve him a bagel for morning, pizza for lunch, and a big steak supper with mushrooms, cantaloupes, and watermelon for dinner. Here are 10 expensive cuisine dishes to try at least once if you appreciate fine dining and value quality above quantity. This list of the most expensive foods in the world includes everything. Number 10. Ayam Somani black chicken. Although the ayam Somani chicken is bred in Indonesia, it is not exported due to concerns that it could spread bird flu. This kind of fowl is so uncommon that a single chick in Indonesia costs around $200. Outside of the country, this cost can run into the thousands of dollars. In Malaysia, however, the ayam Somani is so popular that it costs no more than a regular chicken. Number 9. Goose barnacles. These unusual crustaceans, often known as stalked barnacles, reside on rocks and flotsam. Free diving or at low tide are the only ways to gather gooseneck barnacles. As a result, they are some of the most costly seafood in the planet. Goose barnacles are found in Australia, Cape Verde, France, Morocco, and Spain, and are native to the eastern Atlantic. Galicia, Spain, produces the most valuable geese barnacles. Goose barnacles can cost up to $125 per pound. Gooseneck barnacles have a salty flavor that is finest washed down with a glass of Vinho Verde wine. Number 8. Vanilla. Surprisingly, the vanilla pod is one of the world's most expensive foods. But it's not just any vanilla. Madagascar vanilla is the best of the best, with a vanillin level of 1 to 2%. Vanilla is the most labor-intensive crop in the planet, costing up to $600 a pound. On the one day that the vanilla flowers each year, pollination must be done by hand. Storms in Madagascar have restricted the number of vanilla beans available on the market, driving up costs. Number 7. Matsutake mushrooms. The matsutake mushroom, often known as matsutake is the most costly mushroom on the planet, costing up to $1,000 a pound. The flavor of these Japanese mushrooms is sweet but spicy, and it takes a while to get used to it. The pinewood nematode worm is destroying their native environment, which is one of the reasons they're so expensive. Only once a year is the matsutake mushroom harvested. The harvest is fewer than 1,000 tons every year. To let the unique flavor of these mushrooms show through, cook them with minimum spice. This desired mycorrhizal mushroom can be found throughout Asia, North America, and Europe, particularly in Japan, China, Korea, the United States, Canada, Finland, and Sweden. The one linked with the Japanese red pine is the most popular. It is generally found on the forest floor, hiding beneath fallen leaves. While it is simple to harvest, it is incredibly difficult to locate. In Japan, the annual harvest is barely a few thousand tons. Number 6. Saffron. Saffron is the most expensive spice in the world, costing up to $5,000 per pound at wholesale and up to $10,000 per pound at retail. The reason for this is because 1 pound of saffron spice requires 75,000 saffron flowers. The saffron plant, often known as the saffron crocus, blooms only once a year. Saffron harvesting is a time-consuming operation. The good news is that a little goes a long way with saffron. Saffron is a flavorful spice that can be used in risottos, paella, and as a general fish marinade. Saffron has a wide range of health advantages. This powerful spice can help avoid inflammation, enhance mood, and alleviate PMS symptoms. Number 5. Black watermelon. This unusual Japanese fruit, also known as a densuke melon, is one of the most expensive foods. These watermelons hail from Hokkaido and have a sweet and crisp flavor. Because these watermelons require a lot of space and months of care, just around 100,000 are accessible each year. Densuke watermelons can cost up to $6,000 at auction because of their scarcity. In Japan, they're a cherished gift for significant occasions like weddings. It is exclusively grown on the Japanese island of Hokkaido. Typically, a harvest yields only a few dozen fruits. Aside from its rarity, what makes it unique? It has the right hardness and crispness, as well as an unrivaled level of sweetness. Number 4. White truffles. Truffles are a must-have on any list of the world's most costly foods. We're not talking about chocolate truffles here, we're talking about the kind that pigs dig up. White truffles are even more valuable than black truffles, which are known as black diamonds. These fungus are a favorite delicacy in Italy's Piedmont and Tuscany regions, as well as in Tuscany. Locals utilize truffle pigs or pricey canines like the Lagotto Romagnolo to seek out tuber magnatum, or Alba white truffles. The price of a pound of fresh white winter truffles ranges from $6,000 to $10,000. Chefs use white truffles rarely because they are so pricey. Fresh white truffle can be grated on omelets or used as a great salad dressing. White truffle butter is a terrific product to have on hand in the kitchen. Number 3. Wagyu beef. Wagyu beef is noted for its fat marbling and rich flavor, making it more juicy and tender than ordinary steaks. The term Wagyu refers to a Japanese cow, and the majority of the best Wagyu beef comes from Japan. However, wonderful American Wagyu beef is now available, giving Japanese Wagyu a run for its money. Matsutake in Mie Prefecture produces the most costly cut of Japanese Wagyu. These Wagyu steaks from Japan are from virgin female cows. In 2002, a Matsutake cow sold for 50 million yen, $400,000, at market. Because of its high content of omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, Wagyu beef is in high demand. It also has an acceptable ratio of monounsaturated to saturated fats due to its genetic inclination. The best of the bunch is the one from Kobe, which was raised in Japan's Hyogo Prefecture. The cows grown here are given beer and massaged on a regular basis to keep them tender. A whole Wagyu ribeye was allegedly served for $2,800 at Craft Steak in New York. However, the restaurant has since closed and been replaced with Colicchio and Sons. Number 2. Caviar. Because the sturgeon eggs must be picked by hand, caviar is an acquired taste. Sturgeon eggs, on the other hand, are almost entirely sourced from fish farms. The Caspian Sea's ossetra and beluga caviars are among the most expensive. Iran's golden almas caviar is prized for its high price and delicate, velvety flavor. Strotarga bianco, on the other hand, is the most expensive caviar. Almas caviar is an exceptionally uncommon Iranian delicacy. Caviar is pricey enough as it is, but the rarity of this item makes it even more so. Indeed, simply locating a place that offers it is like seeking for a needle in a haystack. The Caviar House and Prunia in Piccadilly, London, is the only retailer known to stock this item. The caviar is packaged per kilo and placed in a 24-karat gold tin at the store. The asking price is $25,000 for the property. A smaller tin is available for $1,250 if you only want a taste. Number 1. Bluefin Tuna. Bluefin tuna is at the top of the list of the world's most costly foods. The price per pound can be as high as $5,000. In January 2020, a 600-pound bluefin tuna sold for $1.8 million at Tokyo's Toyosu Fish Market. Bluefin tuna is a meaty fish with a subtle taste. The southern bluefin tuna, on the other hand, is critically endangered, while the Atlantic bluefin tuna is endangered and the Pacific bluefin tuna is vulnerable. The reason for this is because there has been a lot of overfishing. The MSC-certified Yusufuku Honton tuna fishery in Japan is the first sustainable option. They fish for Eastern Atlantic bluefin tuna within a quota set by the government. Bonus entries are Domenico Crolla's Pizza Royale 007-$4,200. Domenico Crolla, a Scottish chef, is noted for including portraits in his pizzas. Though the creators of the James Bond movie did not commission it, he opted to develop the Pizza Royale 007 nevertheless. It was a 12-inch pie stuffed with cognac-marinated lobsters, champagne-soaked caviar, tomato sauce, Scottish smoked salmon, prosciutto, venison medallions, and vintage balsamic vinegar. The 24-karat gold flakes are the cherry on top. However, because they are edible, they cannot be brought home. Yubari King melons -$22,872. These aren't your average cantaloupes from the grocery. Yubari King melons with orange flesh are prized for their proportion and sweetness. These objects are in such high demand that auctions are held to purchase them. Over 100 Yubari melon fruits were on the market in 2008. The first thing put on sale was the most perfect of all. For the honor and privilege of taking home that particular fruit, a businessman who operates a souvenir shop and seafood lunch restaurant offered roughly $23,000. Bombay Brazier's Samandari Khazana curry -$3,200. While the world was celebrating the success of Slumdog Millionaire by dancing to Nicole Scherzinger and the rest of the Pussycat Dolls, Jai Ho, You Are My Destiny, Bombay Brazier decided to create a curry dish suited for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Winners. Devon crab, perhaps? Check. Is that a white truffle? Check. Gold leaf beluga caviar? Check. There are also 4 gold-coated Scottish lobsters, 4 abalones, and 4 caviar-filled quail eggs. What do you think of our list? Let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want more videos from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.